Hello again, everyone. Saka here, and welcome back to another episode of NASCAR Racing 2003 season, the 2022 mod with the Full Circle Racing Designs Next Gen mod here at California Auto Club Speedway, making our return here at the 2-mile D-shaped oval, nice and fast. And Denny Hamlin is on the pole. We are in our X4 Tides of Avarice Camaro on the inside behind the Roush Fenway Keselowski cars. And Brandon, of course, is in that A-Shock Energy Toyota inside of row 5 up there. So Brandon with a much better qualifying run than us. We are racing 25 laps at 3X tire wear, so fuel will be a thing. Waiting for pit stops and the green flag. Keselowski with not a good start. We can get down to the inside here, staying in line. Kyle Busch not really pressuring us from behind. We have Ty Dillon in the outside in that Petty GMS Camaro, and hugging that bottom 3 wide in front, nice and wide. Many different lines you can take around California. We'll be pulling up on Buescher, making the pass to the inside, and the gaggle of cars in front, just pack racing, much like we left off in the last episode of Daytona. Nice tight pack, and drafting is going to be a huge thing down this straightaway. Let's get the run off of turn 4. We're clear up. Michael McDowell just a corner on us, getting that pull off Martin Truex Jr. The Richard Childress Racing cars up there with Reddick and Austin Dillon up top, rolling the top as well. And it looks like Ryan Blaney looking to the inside of Denny Hamlin, trying to get that lead. Brandon behind Daniel Suarez, and it looks like William Byron out there in third. And just trying to keep that pull off of Christopher Bell. Stay on the bottom, don't let anyone get to our inside, and then roll off of turn 2 and 4 as best we can. And to the inside 3 wide, we have Tyler Reddick and Chase Elliott to our outside. We'll barely clear Reddick, and Chase is still out there giving chase on the outside, trying to get a pull off Austin Cindric, the real-life Daytona 500 champion. And we'll get to the inside of Christopher Bell, and right behind Chase Briscoe as well in that Stewart Haas Ford. And BJ MacLeod actually had a decent qualifying here. We'll see if he can maintain his spot, although after pit stops and cycling through, coming out with a partner isn't as important as the plate races at Daytona and Talladega, but still, you want to try to come in with a pack to get that pull down these long straightaways. If you don't have drafting help on these straightaways, you are a sitting duck for sure. On that outside, Christopher Bell trying to make something work. We have Chase Elliott right behind us, maintaining in tow. And Brandon has assumed the lead. Ryan Blaney up in second, Denny Hamlin third, Daniel Suarez fourth, and Kevin Harvick rounding out your top 5. Running to the inside of Briscoe, trying not to push up. And BJ MacLeod kind of holding his own here, but losing touch with Bubba Wallace just a little bit. If we can roll behind Cindric, we'll be in like a dirty shirt and all clear to the outside. And we're starting to see 2 distinct packs form. If we can get a breakaway from those guys behind us, then we can start putting down much faster lap times. But pretty even Steven as far as the speeds up here. We got him on the inside of turn 1, that is for sure. That seems to be where we are the strongest, especially if we can complete the pass on BJ and get out to the wall behind Bubba and carry as much speed down this straightaway as possible. Almirola looking to the inside, going for a spot. That's what we like to see. Side-by-side racing will allow them to come back to us. Looks like Harvick to the inside of Suarez with Kyle Larson pushing Harvick, and Larson thinks about going 3 wide. You can certainly do 3 wide here, 4 wide, even 5 wide if need be. And getting to the inside of turn 1, this is where we are fastest, washing up just a little bit, try not to hit Bubba, and we turned down, made a mistake. Let's see if we can hit the wall. Kind of square. I don't know how much damage that's going to be, but the yellow flag is out, and we will be starting shotgun on the field. And curious enough, we are within our fuel window just barely. So this may end up being a fuel mileage race. So coming into pit road, definitely 4 tires and filling this thing up with fuel and repairing what we got. And we will set up for the pit stop. So I'll see you on pit road. And another look at our X4 Foundations Tides of Avarice spin here. Yeah, we got up to Bubba and really turned the wheel left to stay off of him, and when we did, it got out from under us. BJ MacLeod with a good job staying off of us there. That could have been a lot more vicious of a hit, but I'm sure our right side is hurting for sure. So lap 7 of 25 coming down pit road behind Cody Ware. Everyone will be on pit road taking fuel, and we're taking 4 tires. I imagine others might take 4 tires to try to get to the end as well. Looking left for our pit box, we're right in front of Ty Dillon and right behind Chris Buescher there, but we're not going to try to drive in hard. We're going to be on pit road for a long time. Let's get these 4 tires and fuel in and then work on those repair, boys. Let's go. Bang out those composite body panels, and yeah, we're going to be last off pit road as expected, but we want to make sure that this thing is tip-top shape. Plenty of time here. Pace car is not in danger of putting us a lap down, and now we are free and clear to rejoin, so I will see you for the restart. So it looks like Chris Buescher was last off pit road. Coming to lap 10, nearly halfway, we have our work cut out for us. Green flag, everyone single file, but everyone braking to the right. Back in 2003, you could pass on the right on a restart. You didn't have to maintain your line to the start-finish line, and everyone's going to start fanning out. Looks like Brandon is still on point in front of Kyle Larson there. And my only hope is if these guys are not as good on fuel as we are. So we'll roll out a little bit early, try to save fuel. We are right on the number. And I imagine if these AI cars are going to go hard, they're actually going to go negative on those fuel numbers. Let's see how we are in traffic. Do we have the oomph that we had before the spin? And coming off the corner, it doesn't look like we have the straight line speed, or we didn't get off the corner that well. What's going to bode well in our favor, though, is the 3 wide racing in front, and we're still very fast on turn 1 entry. So if we can just get to the inside of these guys, passing Corey LaJoie and Cody Ware up there, we're clear up. We'll see if we can settle into the draft here and make some forward progress. To the inside of Cody Ware as well. Yeah, looks like they are not as aggressive on corner entry, but that may be where we're giving up our straightaway speed. If they roll in much easier, can get on the gas sooner, they'll carry all of their speed down the straightaway. So our approach to make up positions might actually bite us in the long term, but to the inside of Buescher just fine, 3 wide in front with Balicki, Dillon, and Josh Haley. And a good run off the corner there. I think later in the run, if their tires start to fall off, we'll also be able to make up some spots as well. It's just minding our own business back here, not doing anything too crazy, and trying to pick off one at a time if we can. And if they go 2 and 3 wide, we'll pick off a couple. But just massive straightaway speed out of that Petty GMS Chevy right in front of us, but no real pressure from behind. And yeah, nice smooth turn 1 entry. We are really fast. Hopefully we don't lose any speed from center off. That's what, yeah, you can see it right there. Our center off speed is not as good as these other guys, but hopefully they'll slow each other down. Looking to the inside of Balicki. Ooh, Harrison Burton with the aggressive move down to the bottom. And we've got a gaggle of cars right in front of us. The first 10 or so are breaking away single file, but if this pack can stay racing side by side and 3 wide, we'll be able to make up some ground, that is for sure. They're punching a big hole in the air. Balicki gives us the space. We threw it in there a little bit aggressive, right behind the 21 of Harrison Burton. And trying to get that pull off of Michael McDowell as well. Just a little bit of the right front in the breeze. We should get position on the 21 here. And yeah, you see those lines really choke up on corner entry. We're clear off, so we can use all of the racetrack, get out to the wall, carry as much speed as possible, and this massive hole of air in front of us will just help us get pulled down the straightaway. Let's see if we can take advantage of the entry here under McDowell indeed, and under the 43 of Eric Jones as well. On the 3 wide, really holding that bottom, trying to follow Austin Dillon around. I think we're back 2 wide now with Eric Jones up top pushing Chase Briscoe. And yeah, that lead pack is really starting to single file out and use each other to pull down the straightaway. The fastest cars towing the entire group along. Although second, third, fourth, it looks like it is a dogfight. Ryan Blaney may actually be out front of that pack. It looks like Kyle Larson in second, Brandon holding that upper line up top 3 wide up there. So very racy up front, these guys on new tires. Just waiting for their tires to fall off. Austin Dillon to the outside, still 3 wide. And I think back to 2, Austin Dillon with a good run there. And down to the inside to get that position behind Ross Chastain. The Trackhouse Racing guys in front pushing Brad Keselowski up top. So this will bode well for us if we can get close enough going into turn 1. We should set up for a couple of passes here. We just need to get close enough to be within striking distance. Under the 6 and 99, we'll get under Keselowski. We'll let Suarez get in line. Really on that back bumper of Daniel Suarez, trying to push Daniel down the back straightaway. With Brad Torra outside, we should be able to make the pass on Suarez here and Kurt Busch as well, putting the fender there under the 2311 car of Kurt Busch, right sandwiched in the Trackhouse Racing cars of Chastain and Suarez. Looking to the inside, trying to make it 3 wide, but Truex with a good run on the outside. Chastain and myself fall in line. Suarez fighting back on the outside, but they roll out really early. Going into turn 1, we almost cook it into Truex a bit. Martin gives us our space, and we will drag race down the back straightaway. Martin with that momentum on the high line. We may get position here going into turn 3 and try to get that pull off Christopher Bell and Tyler Reddick as well. We're clear of Martin, so we can use all of the racetrack here, carry that momentum out to the wall, don't hit it, and use all of that speed while they're side by side. So the big hole of air in front of us pulling us along. Hopefully those guys behind race each other side by side and they're not able to lay down fast laps. We'll be able to pull away from that little group as well. So probably just outside the top 10 now as laps tick down. A top 10 after a spin would be amazing right now. Top 5 looks to be out of range unless we get some help. Really working that bottom, we're able to carry all that speed to the outside, and just as I thought, those guys racing side by side behind us is slowing them both down, and we're able to use the entire racetrack to our advantage. Ryan Blaney still out front. It looks like Brandon in second. And really driving to the inside there, right behind Tyler Reddick. We're set up behind Christopher Bell, and we'll have to navigate traffic here. Hopefully Reddick gets that run off the corner, but Christopher Bell carries that momentum to the outside. We might be able to go 3 wide here on turn 3, get a twofer. Down the inside, hold that white line. We pass them both, and we're able to get to the outside. Not much of a slide job, but we will slide up to the wall and latch on to Alex Bowman. At least that is the hope and goal. Yeah, if we can get past, say, Bubba Wallace, we'll be within the top 10. Good run on the bottom, making those boys look silly out there with Kyle Busch running to the outside. Almost overdrove just a bit. They're going to come back to us. We'll block the bottom. Kyle really aggressive. We'll give Bowman that outside groove. We want to be on the bottom for turn 3 entry here. And it looks like Kyle will indeed clear Alex, but if we can get the power down behind Denny and carry that speed all the way down, we're sitting okay. So I think we can get Denny and Bubba, but the rest of those cars out in front is going to be a tall order indeed. We'll use our turn 1 strength to our advantage here. Try not to overdrive, but we're able to use all the racetrack, get out to the wall, carry all of that momentum to the outside, get that sniff off of Bubba Wallace. and set up into turn 3, making up ground ever so slightly. Oh, and it looks like they may be coming down a pit road. They are on the bottom, and indeed some cars are pitting. So put us just outside the top 5. Now, are the rest of these guys going to try to stretch it? I know myself and Brandon are on the same strategy, and if I can make it, I think he can make it. So around Martin Truex Jr. to put him 1 lap down. Looking for anyone else coming off pit road. It looks like Christopher Bell behind us. No other takers, so it may just be one small group coming to pit road. We do have some work to catch up to either Blaney or Cindric, whichever Penske car that is in front of us. And that is Cindric coming down to pit road. Everyone on pit road except for Brandon, so we will be in 2nd place as we just have a few laps to go. Everyone else coming off of pit road, so really no pressure from behind. We can roll out early. If these guys pass us, it's no worries. We're 1 lap ahead of all these guys coming off pit road. We have to be extremely careful here. Keselowski coming off pit road will give him the inside and try to roll that outside groove. Keselowski almost putting a door to us. We'll try to carry that momentum to the outside and sniff off of Austin Dillon there. White flag is in the air, 1 lap to go. Fuel is holding steady at about 9 pounds, so I don't think we are going to run out of gas. So poor mismanagement for the fuel situation for these guys. Either that or our fuel line holds an extra gallon of gas. I don't know. But we look to be okay. The win is not in our favor unless Brandon makes a mistake. So he will be looking for his first win this year, and we will be looking for our first top 3. Yeah, no real problem getting through turn 3 and 4, getting that pull. And indeed, we will come across the line in 2nd. Brandon with his first win of the year. Let's take a look at your top 10. So Brandon indeed does come across the line in 1st, right behind Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick, last car on the lead lap. We come across the line in 2nd. 3rd place will be Ryan Blaney. 4th place, William Byron. 5th place, Kyle Larson. 6th place, Eric Almirola. 7th place, Joey Logano. 8th place, Kevin Harvick. 9th place, Austin Cindric. And rounding out your top 10 is Cole Custer. But an interesting bit of post-race activity here. It looks like Ricky Stenhouse Jr. lost 4th gear. He's riding around in 3rd gear coming to the line, and Cody Ware apparently didn't get the memo. And neither did Harrison Burton or Chase Briscoe as far as that's concerned. Chase Briscoe with the dump in Ricky Stenhouse Jr. after he crossed the line. Slow and getting into traffic, then Cody Ware, bam! Just rear ends poor Ricky, adding insult to injury. And if you're wondering what happened to Chase Elliott, lap 21, he gets out of the groove really slow. He's 110 miles an hour in the middle of the straight, trying to stay out of everyone's way, but there goes Ricky Stenhouse, so that probably compounded Ricky Stenhouse's problem. Todd Gilliland into the back of Chase Elliott as well. It was a long pit stop, and poor Chase finishes the race next to last. So looking at your standings after California, Brandon moves into the points lead. Brad Keselowski also with a win. Kurt Busch on your cutoff line, just 1 point over Chase Briscoe and his brother Kyle. We're sitting tied with William Byron, but we have 2 top 5s this year, so we are ahead by his 1 top 5. But still very tight points, and any shift can happen as we continue our West Coast swing to Las Vegas next week. So I'll see you then. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next week for the very fast Las Vegas race. Take care.